So much there is to see, my friend. From the city to the shore, grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
See, if I don't hold my own hand, I don't get there. Welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you on board. Great to see you. It is Hump Day with the Ducks. Unfortunately, we were meant to have other people with us, but those other people right now are going through some interesting times, and we'll talk about them shortly. First in the chat, Denise. Hello, Denise. Denise, hello. Denise from Bentleigh Travellers. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. And of course, Jimmy, the astute tourist. The astute tourist. It is, I mean, the fact that he's a chief, right? He'll tell you deputy chief, but I'll say the fact that he's a chief means that his nose is so far up there. He's even higher than a captain. Fake Billy. Anyway, I just want to take the opportunity of just putting it out there for the moment. Jimmy is undergoing a procedure today in the town of Boston, and I'm not making light of it. Let me just get to the serious fact. He's having a procedure today, and his son is the donor. And so I'm going to pray that God gives the doctors involved in this procedure the ease and ability to actually get the bone marrow out of Nick safely, healthily, and as quickly as possible with the least amount of pain, and the procedure all sorted, fixed and done, so that Jimmy can have perfect stem cell and be in the position that he is much healthier, much better, much safer than he was before this whole process started. So that's my statement. Please God, it all goes well, and young Jimmy is fighting fit really quickly. All right, let's get into the happy stuff. Well, today is Hump Day, and some interesting things are occurring in Hump Day. Well, for example, Helping Hands for Cruising has got some irons in the fire for some very interesting sponsorships. But folks, it's not over until the fat lady sings. So I'm asking everybody out there, if you have access to any, I won't say fat ladies because that's not right. If you have access to any formats for sponsorship, please do not hesitate. Give us the contact so that we can go and talk to them, so that we can then negotiate for Helping Hands the best possible opportunity, so that we can put 100,000 people on board cruise ships that have never had the opportunity to cruise. So there we go. Okay, so now, Denise, first of all, I didn't say you were fat. And second of all, I know you can sing. So it's not over until the fat lady, not you, the fat lady sings. And Jimmy is saying thank you. So there we go. G'day, Nick. Welcome aboard, buddy. 5:04 a.m. where you are in Minnesota. It is 20:05 here in the small city of 5 million people. city of Melbourne. So welcome aboard. Okay, there she goes. Oh, honey, I can't carry a tune in a bucket. Of course you can. You can carry a tune anywhere. I know you can. I've heard you sing. Well, I've heard the bucket make noises, yeah, I don't want to go down that path. First of all, if you were to sing, then Jimmy would be in serious trouble. No, so let's just leave it as is and put it exactly where we want it to be. In that, number one, you are not singing, and Jimmy's in a good place. And yeah, and we're going to get all the sponsorship for Helping Hands, which is exactly what we need. As I said, it's about us putting 100,000 people on board cruise ships. And we're working hard to get it set up here. There's a couple of things that need to be modified with the Australian Constitution and the Australian company. But the good news is it's only a matter of weeks away that we get that sorted so that we can then get the application up. Because there's some cruising going to happen that needs to happen, both down under and also in the US. Once the Australian side of things is up and running, we'll then go for the Canadian side of things. And then once the Canadian side of things are done, we will then head out towards the UK and see what happens. In the meantime, during the meanwhilest, and all the other bits and pieces that come into play, we're wishing Jimmy a healthy, happy day today, and it's going to be an awesome one. G'day, Ryan. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Nick is saying being out of vacation time sucks, but he had some once in a lifetime experiences and got to be working all summer, and they'll see what 2026 holds. Well, Nick, I can tell you some exciting stuff will happen in 2026. So first of all, we've got the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise coming up, and there's some updates to that. Second of all, we've got the ABC's cruise happening in April of next year. Then we've got the Ducks New Year's Eve cruise going out of Brisbane in December of 26. And then there's another cruise. But I think your guys will like it. It's going to be an awesome cruise if we can help it. And whether you like it or not, we're going on it because we've already booked it. But I'll talk more about that cruise a little later on. And there will be more and more info coming out about that cruise because that's going to be huge. Not just huge, but huge. Real huge. Yeah, excitement plus. Well, I'm excited anyway. I don't care about anybody else. And I've actually spoken today with some of the other people who are going to be on board that cruise, and I can tell you the excitement is rampant. All right, let's get into stuff. First of all, it's Wednesday night. It's Hump Day. Ilana is currently watching us on the TV in the bedroom, I think, having a bit of a snooze, I reckon. It's almost 1 year since Dad passed, so that's going to be on Friday, the memory. It's not going to be nice, but I'll tell you what, it is what it is, and so we just proceed with what's going on from there. Nick is saying when he comes back to Australia, it will definitely be lined up with taking the Great Southern Train. Mate, you got to take it. It goes Melbourne to Sydney or the other way around, Sydney to Melbourne, and then you then enjoy your time in Melbourne for a while. Come with us on a cruise, cruise ship, and then you can cruise on another train somewhere else. Wake up. It's caffeine. I don't have the bumper. It would have been our live today because I know that Jimmy's tied up. So it would have been our live anyway. Next week would have been Jimmy's live, and we would have been waking up to the caffeine hit. But I'm busy drinking the caffeine hit now in my New Hampshire mug, which I got from John and Nancy from J&N Travel. So that's awesome. Nick is saying he looked back fondly on his visit 1 year ago with us guys. Great times down there in Melbourne. Yeah, in actual fact, Nick, remember the spaghetti ice? Nicer spaghetti ice than you could have got in Germany. I'll tell you what, it was the best spaghetti ice we had, considering it was down under Melbourne, and you were looking at Station Pier you went to. Anyway, um, Jimmy is saying 2 weeks since he's has passed. They both have become friends, looking down on us. That's correct. Jimmy's dad and my dad, I can just imagine them sitting down having a cup of coffee. Well, actually, dad wouldn't be having coffee. He'd be having tea, if that was the case. And if Jimmy's dad was drinking a beer, dad would have a dirty glass of beer with the rest filled up with lemonade, and that's his shandy. Seriously, a proper shandy is a half glass of beer with the rest lemonade. But that's what dad would be drinking, would be a dirty glass, just dirty it with beer just to take away the flavor, and then put some lemonade in it, and that would be dad's shandy. And tell you what, that would have been that would be the two of them sitting there talking about Jimmy and I. Yeah, I can just imagine. Poor old dad and poor old Jimmy's dad. I can tell you, they'd be shaking their heads at us. No, 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 no. Nick is saying he felt proud he had 14 spaghetti ice when he was in Germany a few weeks ago. My goodness me. Oh my goodness me. The wrong flick of a button and you lose everything. Anyway, there we go. Back to the comments. Um, all right. That's what I thought. 14. Um, and exactly my point. Oh my goodness. Seriously. All right. Nick at 14. I wonder what he would look like at 50. Now, wait a minute. Did you have them all on the same day? The 14. Did you have them all on the same day? And Jimmy's gone, yikes, Nick. And I'll tell you what, 14 over the time. He was there for what? 10 days? Okay, 14 over 10 days is not that bad. It's a little bit more than one and a bit over a day. Okay, which day did you have multiples? Nick, come on. Which day was the multiples? Okay. I better get this going because I know that I'm going to be in serious trouble if I don't get this up. So let me just get it sorted. And here we go. Man, that's going to be one incredible cruise. We're so looking forward to it. Latest news on that is that the go kart track is currently getting cleaned up and readied for our cruise. The captain has made sure that the decks have been swabbed and everything is in place for it. And the bands are getting their equipment all set and ready, their voices tuned, their pianos tinkled, and the drums have been snared. So everything is working well, and we're all getting ready for the cruise. So looking forward to the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. G'day, Shaz. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. You copped a lot of rain, right? You got flooded yesterday. It rained hard. How much rain did you guys get? How many mils or inches? Nick is saying on his final day he had 4 Oscar Mike Golf. So you had 1 a day until the final day. Seriously. Now, Nick is going, hopefully you bring something to wash your mouth out after you drink the... Oh, my God, you had to bring that up. You had to bring that up. Seriously. Well, we'll have to see what happens at the meetup. The meetup's going to be awesome. The hotel is booked. It is the... I'll have to check it up. I don't remember it. I never remember it, and I don't know why. But it is all booked up and ready to go, and they're actually getting in a... Well, I know that there's going to be at least 2 paramedics there ready and waiting. At least 2. Shaz is also saying she got soaked to the bone yesterday too and loved it. Yeah, you guys need the rain. G'day, Uncle Scugger's Radio. Welcome aboard. You haven't been here for ages. I mean, the last time I saw you was when I was on air with Jimmy, so there we go. That was awesome. Nick is saying hotels are stupid expensive for the last week of the Olympics in Italy. He's staying in a hostel in Milan, and it's going to cost him about €1,000 for a week. OMG, Oscar Mike Golf. That is unbelievable. €1,000. What's €1,000? To us, it's almost like $2,000. What's that to you guys? A good $1,100, somewhere around there. Uncle Scugger is saying g'day to everybody. Shaz is saying she doesn't know how much they got, but it looked like a small river. Oh my goodness. Hey, Shaz, tell me, how's your backstroke? Were you able to swim comfortably through the waters? I mean, seriously. Oh my goodness, Nick, I didn't realize. €1,000 is, no, I was right. Close to $2,000 Aussie. It's approximately 1760, somewhere around there, yeah. I wasn't that far off. It's close to $2,000. So for you guys, it must be around about the 1,100 or somewhere around there. Shaz is saying g'day to Uncle Scugger's Radio. G'day, Marjorie. How are you? Are you, Marjorie? Are you packed for the cruise? I know I've got my Ziploc bag already organised, so everything is set up and good. Shaz is saying she can't swim, but wait a minute, Shaz, you could float, couldn't you? I mean, if you held your arms out and your legs straight, and you were staring up, looking at God Almighty, I'm sure you could float. Hopefully. So Jimmy, I was right. 1133 is about 1,200 US. So there we go. That was good. Nice to see. I can guess well. That's a freaking lot of money. That seriously is. Marjorie saying g'day. Uncle Scugger is going, Sharon. I know that's the way. And hello, Marjorie, from Uncle Scugger's Radio. I can tell you, Jimmy's got a lot on his plate today. He's busy floating between Uncle Scugger and the Astute Tourist. That's awesome. By the way, folks, we're currently streaming out on 2 channels, both the Helping Hands for Cruising and the Down Under Cruises. Would appreciate you going into both and hitting the like button. And if you do, that will certainly help the algorithm. We're trying to get HH4C to the point where HH4C is self-sufficient. So we want the numbers up. So if you know of anybody that you can steer the way of Helping Hands for Cruising, please do. We need the numbers. We want to be self-sufficient. Nick is saying he can only hope he sees some Americans win the gold. It will make the trip totally worth it. That depends on what you're going to see, mate. Because if you're going to see swimming, well, there's no hope. Australia's going to take all those medals. Sharon is saying, yes, I can float. That's for sure. So if you can float on your back, then you're doing really well. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. And congratulations on your young daughter's nuptials. And I trust everybody was really excited and happy to see the happy couple. And I wish the happy couple nothing but the best. And by the way, have all you guys seen Jonesy's show recently? You need to see it. It's awesome. I will also say to you, go on to the Ducks site, the Down Under Cruises, type in #DUC, all in lowercase, and it should give you back your links. Please do that, as Denise is going to do, popping to the Ducks. Good on you. Thank you for that. Nick is saying it's the Winter Olympics, not the summer. So if you're going to see the Winter Olympics, then what I'm going to say is the Americans will not win the bobcat because that will be the Jamaicans. They'll win the bobsled. So there we go. That's cool. I'm just kidding, Nick. I'm just kidding. Shaz is saying g'day to Denise, and Jonesy is saying thanks, mate. Jonesy, pleasure, mate. I hope she has had a great time and you had a good time with the family. Marjorie is saying, Shaun, short people like me to pack some binoculars to see and listen to the bands. Marjorie, short people like you will find a spot as close to the bands as possible, especially right next to the lead singers. Yeah. Hey, Shaz from Denise. Hey, Jonesy from Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy from Jonesy. Hey, Sharon from Jimmy. Nick is saying the bobsled track in Italy is delayed. They're not sure if it's going to be ready in time. If it's not, that event, it's going to be back in Lake Placid, New York. Seriously? The Italians are pulling a Swiftie so that the Jamaicans don't win. Oh my goodness me. Marjorie is saying g'day to Uncle Scugger's radio. Okay, now we've done that one, but I got to do this one too because this one has got young Miss Gabby on board. Young Miss Gabby. Okay, so Gabby was due to do the Alaska cruise, which was meant to be up fairly soon. But due to certain circumstances, that cruise was cancelled. And what's happening is Gabby has been placed on this particular ABC's cruise. I think she's going to have an incredibly fantastic time this time because I know who are the people that are going to go on board that cruise. One of them's in the chat right now. So let me put this up and you guys can have a look, see at what Gabby is going to be doing. Here we go.
The ABCs and You Group Cruise 2026 is the cruise you have been waiting for. Don't miss this opportunity to set sail on the magnificent Carnival Horizon for an epic 8-day sailing from Miami to the beautiful ABC Islands. After 2 amazing sea days, you will arrive at the island of Aruba where you can see the California Lighthouse or just take in the scenery. The next stop is Bonaire with its picturesque pink salt flats and amazing beaches. And then the last port of call is Curacao, where you can take a panoramic island tour or just take in the sights. 2 more sea days wrap up this cruise and you will have plenty of time to hang out at the Pig and Anchor Bar, the Havana Bar, or the Ocean Plaza. There is so much to do on the horizon, and this is why it is a favorite among many. Contact Bruce at Ocean Travel or Felicia at Syrup City Travel today for more details and booking information for this amazing group cruise. We'll see you on board.
Yeah, that's going to be an incredible cruise too, because first of all, the Carnival Horizon is an amazing ship. We were on her for the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise in 2022. We sailed on her, and she took us out to Aruba and Bonaire. So we've been to the A and B side of the ABC's cruise, but we did not get to go to Curacao. So that was a bit of a letdown, but I'll tell you what, hey, it's only temporary because that will be a cruise one day. Having said that, anybody going on the Carnival Horizon, you're going to enjoy it. Carnival Horizon has an amazing pub on it, the Pig and Anchor. It's not only an amazing pub, it's also an amazing opportunity to see people doing some brewing. So that's going to be an amazing opportunity. Go there and check it out. Please go there and check it out. Have a look-see, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Think you're going to enjoy it immensely. I know that Denise is on there. So Denise is going to assist Jen.Cohen, as well as a couple of others on board that cruise, to have Gabby have the most amazing cruise. It's an awesome ship. Go out and check it out if you can. All right, Shaz is going g'day to Jimmy. Jonesy is saying, did you know, Shaun, that all public transport in Brisbane is only 50 cents for trains, buses and ferries? Jeez, I wish we were that cheap. 50 cents, seriously. But then everybody must use them, huh? I hope so, because that's extremely affordable. Who wants a car? Marjorie is saying g'day to Jimmy, and Denise is saying, it's me, I'm on the ABCs, it's me. Yes, it's you. Bloody hell, it's you. Thank goodness for that. So we're really pleased to see. All right, now, folks, if you get an opportunity, please go ahead, have a look at two websites, one being www.helpinghands4cruising.org. That's helpinghands4cruising.org. For all your Helping Hands for Cruising info, the blogs are coming up hot and fast. Lots of information there. Also, www.thedownunder.cruises.com. Please jump in there, have a look, see. We're putting in blogs in there and info about all the cruises that is happening with the Down Under cruises and so forth. So please get involved, have a look and see. Okay. The next cruise that I'm going to show you is one that is actually close to our heart. Well, it's going to be on a New Year's Eve, and I've never done a New Year's Eve at sea, let alone this one. So let me show you this one, because I think you guys will enjoy this one too. You're Ilana.
You're Shaun.
And together we are the Down Under Cruises, welcoming you to... What are we doing on New Year's Eve 2026-27?
Funny you should say that. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Oh, you know what? What could be better than party time, New Year's Eve party time, in the middle of the beautiful Pacific Ocean over the Great Barrier Reef?
We're going on a cruise?
We're going on a cruise.
Whoa! Well, let's have a look. Yeah, no koalas were harmed in the making of that video, and I think that the next cruise that we go on after that one well, look, there will be no kangaroos harmed in the making of that particular video. But yes, we've got some exciting things going on right now. That the Ducks cruise on the Great Barrier Reef. Both Ilana and I are really excited because that is total bucket list cruising. I mean, I've never been to Airlie Beach, never been to Cairns, never had a New Year's Eve on board a ship, and also I haven't even seen the Barrier Reef. So here's an opportunity for us to actually get on board the Carnival Luminosa. I know that some people who will be joining us are coming from the U.S. We currently have 5 cabins booked that we know of. If there's anybody else interested in joining us on board, please let us know and we'll get things sorted. But at the end of the day, we're going to be experiencing something that we've never experienced before in our lives. So, yeah, that's what's exciting about cruising. Currently, the only cruise line that is operating in Australian waters right now is on a regular basis is Carnival. And so there's been a lot of chat amongst the Aussies about the demise of P&O and now the upstart of Carnival. Now, for those of you that are coming from the US, Carnival, the 2 Carnival ships that are here currently still have some of the P&O events and activities and so forth. I'm wondering when they become truly carnivalized. That's an interesting point, is when they actually carry the carnival, all the carnival activities. Things like pizza's only available some of the time, whereas on the regular carnival ships you can get it to 3 a.m. There's other limitations on board. Not quite truly carnival at this point. G'day, Mike. How you going, Cruise Nuts? Nice to have you on board. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well with you and your family. And looking forward to catching up with you. Hopefully you're going to join us. Mike, are you going to join us at the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise for November? Come on, mate. You got to come on down. Come join us. We're going to have an absolute ball. Currently, we've got, for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, we've currently got 63 cabins booked. For those in the know, Billy, I won't call him captain because he's a fake, but Billy will be there with the real captain, Danny, and they will be joining us on board the cruise. So it's going to be absolutely amazing, lots of fun and merriment. You can already tell by the way we're razzing everybody up. So it's going to be a good time. Shaz says g'day to you, Cruise Nuts. Welcome aboard. All right, so there is a cruise in the works that Ilana and I have booked. So have a lot of other creators. It is it's going to be known as the Aussie Creators Cruise. Come on down, come join us. It's March of 2027, 24th of March to the 30th, I believe. And it leaves out of my hometown, Melbourne, and goes over to a place called Kangaroo Island and also takes in Adelaide. Now, Adelaide's amazing because Adelaide has a couple of balls, and you've got to see Adelaide's balls. Seriously, you do. Mike is saying, unfortunately, they have 2 cruises in November, so he probably won't make the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Wish he would have known about it sooner before booking these others maybe next time. Hey, you could always swap them over. Wait a minute, where are your cruises leaving from? And when in November? Because we're right at the end of the month, the 29th. So maybe, just maybe, you might be around Miami for the meetup, and so you could join us at the meetup. How about that? How about them apples? So Cruise Nuts said g'day to Shaz. There we go. Nightbot has given you the heads up on the helpinghandsforcruising.org website. Folks, check it out because it's got all the details on the rock and roll there as well. As well as who the recipients are that are going on board and who the recipients are that have been. I know that information has been made available, and so it's being loaded onto the website as soon as possible. But you know the way life gets in the way of a good time. People are doing things, getting busy, and we also know that once Ricky Rocker has done the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, I believe that there is a posse out for him, and he will be removed from the port and taken to a place where he will be asked to hand over his life savings and his behavior so that he can recompense everybody he's offended. But you need to be on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise to actually see him. Oh, shut up, Shaun. You're talking absolute garbage. Anyway, yes, I am. Anyway, it will be awesome. And I don't know if you've noticed in some of the promotion work that I've been doing for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, Ricky Rocker has been rearing his ugly head, although it has been disguised. He has been rearing his ugly head, and we all want to know who Ricky is anyway. You've got to be on the cruise to find out. Also, from a Helping Hands point of view, in early November, there will be a silent auction being done, and Helping Hands have asked for as many items to be donated as possible so that they can be auctioned off at the silent auction. It's going to occur in early November, so that's going to be absolutely amazing. In the meantime, we're going to focus on our cruises. Certainly looking forward to the one that's going from Melbourne, because Melbourne hasn't had much cruising of late, and hopefully they will update the terminal, so that will make life a lot easier, and hopefully the area will be updated as well. Our current state government is not actually coming to the party, so we'll have to see how we can sort that one out. But anyway, it's happening. Things are happening. People are coming on board. The March cruise the Creators Cruise is doing well, and people are getting excited about it. There's a lot of exciting things going on with that one. So we shall just wait and see how it happens. Let me see. There is the Australians are busy getting really excited for that. It'll be, I think, one of the first times that we'll have an entire Australian Creators Cruise going on, and I can just see some of the live streams coming out of that. Unbelievable. You think the Creators Cruise in the US was big? Just wait until you see what the Aussies do. Anyway, that's half the fun. This weekend on Friday night, unfortunately, there will not be a live coming from the Ducks. I have a work commitment. As a result, unfortunately, there won't be a live coming out. I will attempt to put together a video for them, which will come out, I hope. If I can get it done, great. Mike. What does that mean? Oh, you're shaking your head at Mike, I see. But yes, Mike, you definitely need to get to at least the meetup. The meetup will be on the 28th. Come on down. Come check us out. I mean, we've got Denise coming. Denise is going to come to that. She may not make the rock and roll Tribute Cruise, but she'll definitely make the meetup, because if she doesn't, I'll just tell her boss that she's suffering from acute cruisitis and needs to have, and what do I know? Because I'm only a first aider, but I'm not a nurse or a medico. Her boss would probably look at me and laugh and go, "Yeah, a cruisitis. What kind of disease is that?" Denise, you're suffering from a cruisitis. At least come down for the meetup. You need to watch me drink that stuff and come and join in the fun. I mean, there's going to be so many people there. We've got, I've got some special guests coming along. We've got, oh my goodness me, we've got Scott, we've got Ross and Donna, we've got Bruce and Cindy, we've got Kenny, hopefully will be there. And by the way, does anybody know how Kenny is going with his rehabilitation? I hope he's recovering well. Again, I will say this: Jimmy from the Astute Tourist is undergoing some procedures today. His son is currently in the operating room as we speak, and hopefully everything works out well for both Jimmy and his son. It's easy, it's painless, and Jimmy is fighting fit within a month or two. That's my prayer anyway, and I'm asking you to think about the same. So all we know currently, thank you for that, Denise. All we know currently is that Kenny is still in the rehab where his dad is. So that's awesome. At least he's not in hospital, which is a plus. So good on you, Kenny. Mike is saying, tell me, Shaun, we're going to watch you drink a... Is that what you said? Unfortunately, yes. That will be at the meetup. There are some people who shall remain nameless by the name of both Liz and Chris from Carnival Cruise Addicts, who, as I said, shall remain nameless, who then went and paid $150 for me to drink that stuff. And then Greg and Michelle, who shall also remain nameless, paid another $100 to watch me drink it out of a shoey. So that is precisely what's going to happen. I have to pay that. I have to drink it. So there we go. Denise is saying, praying for Jimmy and his son. Absolutely. Mike is saying, yes, that's correct. And Jimmy's given the hearts and the love and the care symbols. So that's good. Shaz is going, absolutely praying for Jimmy and his son. So, yep. And Mike. Hello, Mike. And Sharon has gone, Jimmy! Prayers, hearts, thumbs up, and smiles. There we go. That's cool. And Mike's having a giggle. Anyway, I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. That was my thing for you, Mike. There you go. Mike Wazowski. Yep. From Monsters, Inc. Okay. I haven't seen anybody in the Down Under Cruises live stream type in their hashtag DUC all in lowercase. You need to do that if you want to get your channel details put up there for everybody to see. So please go ahead, get it done. Here we go. Nightbot has kindly put up the Helping Hands for Cruising website, helpinghands4cruising.org. Thank you very much. Okay, so a question out there for everybody watching. How many cruise lines have you actually sailed on? And if you can remember the cruise lines, how many ships in those cruise lines have you sailed on? So from our perspective, we've sailed on 2 cruise lines, and we're headed for our 3rd one in November. The ships that we've sailed on, 3 are Princess, that being the Golden, the Sun, and the Grand. And then the Carnival was the Carnival Horizon. And we will be sailing on the Norwegian Encore when that happens in November, and then 2 more carnivals after that. So there you go. One being the Carnival Luminosa, which is the hand-me-down from Costa, and the other one will be the Carnival Adventure, which was the Golden Princess. So we're technically speaking sailing on the same ship twice. That'll be awesome. Good on you, Shaz. Well done. You did it. And guess what you got? And by the way, I haven't had a look at you and your son yet, so we'll see how that goes. Cruise Nuts have also done the hashtag duck, and there's their link. So there we go. Now, this is going to be a good one. Jonesy's doing the cruise with us on the December one, the one that's going out for New Year's Eve. Jonesy's saying he's never been on a cruise. I find that hard to believe, to be honest, because I know that Jonesy is the ultimate cruiser. Mike is saying he's been on 5. Now, is that 5 cruise lines or 5 cruise ships? And if so, name them out for me, please. Jonesy's done the hashtag duck, and Nightbot has has come up with it. So there we go. Welcome aboard. That is the link to Jonesy's channel. Jackson is Sharon's nephew. I was aware, Sharon. I was aware. But I wasn't sure whether it was you or your nephew that had put out the video, because I didn't actually watch it at that particular point. Been doing a couple of things, but I will be watching it later on after the show. Ryan has answered the question correctly. He's been on 2 cruise lines, 2 ships each. After this year, it'll be 2 cruise lines, 3 ships on each one. So you've done Carnival twice and Norwegian twice. Would that be correct, Ryan? So it was Jackson who did it. You should be proud of the young man, but I'm going to actually have a look at what he did so that we can all get a look in there. Okay, so yep. Time for my caffeine sip. I like the taste of caffeine in the evening. Actually, normally I have my caffeine intravenously fed, so there you go. Jimmy is saying that he's been on 4 ships, 2 cruise lines. Okay, name them. Who were the cruise lines and what were the ships? So Jimmy is saying he's been on the Carnival and the MSC. Well, you would have been on 3 if this horrible, rotten thing hadn't happened. All right. Mike is saying that he's been on 5 lines: Carnival, MSC, NCL, RCL, and Celebrity. Yeah, celebrity is a swear word for us. We were going to go on the Edge at the beginning of this year, but unfortunately, life got in the way and we couldn't go on the Edge as much as we wanted to, but there will be another day. Mike is also saying it's probably a total of 45 cruises altogether. Man, that's awesome. Probably you haven't counted them. 45 cruises. Oh my goodness me. How many elites or platinums are you on? Because wait a minute, you haven't had any princess. You've just had carnival. Carnival MSC. Okay, there we go. Ryan is saying that he's been on the NCL Dawn, the Escape, Carnival, NCL Dawn and Escape, the Carnival Celebration, and the Firenze. Wow. So 2 of the newbies, well, you can't call the Firenze or the Luminosa as newbies because I reckon they're Costa hand-me-downs. But the Celebration, that's awesome. That's a nice new ship. Unfortunately, we don't get them down in Oz unless they turn 5 or something like that. I need to talk to the powers that be at Carnival to get that all happening. All right. What else can I tell you, folks? Just we're actually thrilled about the cruising that's happening down under. Unfortunately, it is only Carnival that's doing it. We would have loved to have had some of the other cruise lines involved, but I reckon that'll come with time. The more we start to see things happening. So, at any rate, we just do what we need to do. We have been told that some of the cruise lines are actually looking at bringing a couple of the newer ships, give it a try out. I believe it was Princess that slated that it'll have one of the newer ships come on down. And by us, a new ship is anything that's under 2 years old, or under 5 years old for that matter. So we're waiting to see, and hopefully everything will pan out for the best. In the meantime, folks, I don't have much more to say on this particular chat today. What I will say to you folks is please keep on cruising, keep us updated, and keep smiling. And of course, Jimmy, only good things, my friend. Only good things. We hope and pray that both you and Nick are running around the block within 24 hours. I know it'll never happen, especially for you right now, because running will puff you out severely. But we do wish you lots of success for your operation today, your procedure, and lots of success for your young'un. With that in mind, folks, I'm going to wish you all a pleasant evening from our side of the fence. And Jimmy, this is a tribute to you, mate, because I think it's the one I got. No, it's not this one. Yesterday when I did the Helping Hands for Cruising, I ended up with your song and really appreciated that. Mate, we wish you only the best. Folks, have a very good evening. All of those of you across the pond, have a great day. And take it easy, and we love you, and we're thinking about you. Have fun, guys. Take care. Bye now.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around, meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free.